When I heard the new name, Truth 78, from Children Desiring God, it filled me with memory and it filled me with hope and joy. Let me try to explain why that is. David and Sally Michael, who are significantly behind this curriculum, worked with me for 30 years, and it was through their ministry that I first discovered the phenomenal "so that" in verse 7 of Psalm 78. And that's where the 78 comes from. Truth 78, Psalm 78. Those verses go something like this. God has appointed a testimony in Israel and a law for Jacob so that they might be taught to the next generation who will be raised up to tell their children, so that they will put their hope in the Lord. And I had never noticed this, so that they will put their hope in the Lord. And we had a big sign on our church called Hope in God. That was what I was about. And so when the connection between truth and hope happened in that, so that, I thought, oh, this is good. This is a really good combination. And here's the reason. It's not as though Psalm 78, verse 7, is an isolated statement about the connection between the law of God and hope in God. Romans 15:4, which is one of the most precious verses to me as a pastor, says, whatever was written beforehand was written for our instruction. So this is whatever. This is the whole Old Testament. Whatever was written beforehand was written for our instruction, that by the steadfastness and encouragement of the Scriptures, we might have hope. So you don't have just a little isolated verse in Psalms that say the Word of God is to beget hope. You have the Apostle Paul saying everything written in the Bible is to give hope. So what this name signifies for me is you've got a curriculum that is built on the Scriptures. God-inspired Scriptures as the sum and being of truth in this world, but not truth as an end in itself. Truth built into children's lives, built into parents' lives, so that they will have hope through the best of times and the worst of times. And when we say hope, what we mean is to help our children, our adolescents grow up and stop hoping in money, stop hoping in the approval of peers, stop hoping in health, stop hoping in mom and dad, stop hoping in a successful career, stop hoping in your looks, and trust in God, hope in God. So if you embrace Truth 78, both as a truth and as a curriculum, what you'll be doing is setting a generation free from hoping in all the wrong things.